These items are clothes like souvenirs for everything that I painted. It might be like out here in a few years' time. Hi, I'm Jasmine. I'm a Manchester-based artist. I am primarily a painter and printmaker. I can't have any nice clothes in the general vicinity of my chaotic workspace. I normally wear a lot more layers because my studio is really, really cold. We're in the roof. I try to go in even if I haven't got a thing in mind, even if it's just like a small little sketch or finishing something that I thought I'd been finished before. I try and do something. I was born in China and I was adopted by a white family from Essex. So a lot of my painting style and my expression of identity makes up for the fact that I don't know who I am. I kind of like to mix all these different interests of like contemporary art, contemporary issues and social issues and art history. Merge them all together and think of a piece, and using the styles I've developed living in the UK and my love for colour, just kind of mash them all into big artworks. So I've got my big Doc Marten boots, they're covered in paint. I've got these trousers that were originally part of my uniform at work about 5 years ago. And then I've got this hoodie from a guy that I spent the night with once. And I asked for a hoodie and he looked at me, looked at his wardrobe, looked at me, looked at the wardrobe and pulled out a Pikachu hoodie. Take that word as you will. If I want to concentrate on an artwork, I just sit in silence and I really concentrate on what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And that normally keeps me motivated to just keep going, especially if it's a big piece and it involves a lot of repetitive work. If I'm wearing these clothes, I feel like an extension of the painting. And when I put that much thought into it, I quite like, and even if it goes away for a long period of time, there's still some of it, couldn't tell you where, but there's still some of it on me. These items are clothes like souvenirs for everything that I painted. So I'm hoping that however long I'm painting for, these will just build up. It might be like out here in a few years' time with all paint. So I call this my art pirate identity. This will be my on the day-to-day outfit. We have some buffalo boots. Very, very rarely do I spend a lot of money on shoes, so this is my little splurge of the year. Fishnet neckties and a skirt that I just got from Vinted. And then this is one of my favourite jumpers. It's just one of my favourite items to wear, no matter the weather, no matter the season. It reminds me of like jellyfish, or like being under the sea. It's got a lot of texture, it's got a lot of colours that remind me of like underwater. And then got a bandana. Normally I wear a bandana to cover my greasy hair. And this clip I got from a local maker at a maker's market in Manchester. I actually very rarely go shopping or go online shopping. It's normally when something starts falling apart, I'm like, oh, I should probably replace that. I'm just drawn to things that are different. Maybe that's because when I was starting to collate my own wardrobe, when I found my identity, maybe I felt different and I wanted to marry them rather than separate them.
Do you have any style inspirations that you thought that you love the style of?
Actually, my mum and my dad. So before they adopted my sister and I, they went travelling a lot. But a lot of my clothes are hand-me-downs from stuff that they brought in. Yeah, they had some style back in the day. Yeah. Okay, I'll start from my shoes up. So I've got some Doc Marten, the nicest shoes I own, and yet they still managed to get paint on them. The skirt from a brand in China. I was really drawn to it because it was just really chaotic. It's fringe, leather, reptile print, and a buckle that goes all the way around. I just thought that was just so weird. What a weird combination, but I really liked it. It's also got pockets, and I think as a female, it's always good to point that out. This top was made by someone in Manchester, but I really liked the style of it. I liked that it was quite unfinished, and I like the shape of it as well. I thought it goes well with the lines. And this is what I'd wear to a private view. I actually wore this about 2 weeks ago. That's the exact outfit to a private use. I got this when I went back to China and my dad bought my sister and I one of these each. There were originally some little characters down the side, but over time they've fallen off. It was one for longevity, one for fortune and one for health, and gradually they started to fall off and I was like, oh, there goes my health. There goes my longevity, there goes my health. So I'm now left to a blank slate of jade.
Do you ever find that dressing in a certain way makes you feel more powerful?
Makes me feel put together, even though I'm not. As long as I give off the impression that I'm put together and that everything in my world is not crumbling around me, I'm okay with that.
Give someone a fashion tip.
I would think about what you're interested in visually, whether that's architecture or whether that's painting, whether that's sculpture, film. Think about what you like and what you like to look at, and maybe try and reflect that into how you dress. I'm Jasmine, and this is what I wear. Better?
Yeah. Yeah.